Thank you for staying with us. Our next interview, we'll be talking about the National Services Exporters Portal. And we have with us via Zoom Ms. Vashti Guyadeen, who is the CEO of Trinidad and Tobago Coalition of Services Industries. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. No problem at all. So let's talk about the National Services Exporters Portal. What is it exactly and what is it meant to do?
Sure. The National Services Exporters Portal, I know it's a long phrase, but you can refer to it as NSEP. It was launched last September. That means that it went live. It's an online platform for service providers and firms to market and sell their services. So this means that there's increased visibility for these firms, and it goes beyond just marketing your services. It's what I like to think about. It's a community of services exporters. So you not only could sell your services, market what you have, what are your primary services or secondary services, but also connects you to people of similar interests.
Okay. And we're talking about on an international, regional stage, right?
Correct.
Okay. And tell us, in terms of registering, like who is eligible for this?
Okay. So once you are a registered business,
okay,
registered in Trinidad and Tobago. So we would ask you, there's a process that you need to follow. You go onto our website, which is www.ttcsi.org, and you click on the tab where you see the NSEP, and you need to register first. But part of that process is that we would ask you for your incorporation documents.
Okay.
Because we need to ensure that that you are validated. So you need to be a registered firm in Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay. And is it limited to a particular business or particular skill set, or is it broad across the industry?
We cover all services. So you see on your screen where just before there are a number of subsectors. So it's education, medical, health and wellness, real estate, the whole gambit of services.
Yes.
Across the board, we are covering.
Okay, nice. What are the benefits that the firms can expect to gain by registering with this portal?
Okay, so there are several benefits at different levels. So let's talk about the most common. First, to begin with, we have marketed this portal, and it's not because there are several. And when we were doing this exercise, we looked at portals regionally and internationally. And if you just type services portal, exporters portal, you'll come up with about more than 50 options available. But what is the unique difference with this portal is that, Dominique, before we built the portal, now there is an issue with the collection of trade and services data. And this is not a Trinidad and Tobago issue. It's an issue with the services sector across the board, meaning globally, regionally. Why is it important to have trade and services data? Because what gets measured gets done. So we know that the Minister of Finance, the Minister of Trade would have been speaking that the manufacturers have been able to double their exports. But on the services side, we do not have that information to say, you know what, financial services have achieved this target for 2020 or 2022. So what we did at TTCSI back in 2019, 2020, we conducted a survey called a National Services Exporters Survey. We went to the market and we asked firms, services firms, tell us what have you been exporting? What are some of the obstacles that you have incurred? And we collected that information in 2020, and then the intention is to do this survey every 2 years. So we did it in 2021, 2022, And based on the information that we collected, we established this portal.
Okay.
So at the back end of the portal, we have information, we have the data analytics to tell you which subsectors have demonstrated the most potential to export.
Okay.
So it goes deeper than just having a registry of firms.
Right. So it's a lot more than that. Is there a fee attached to the registration for these firms?
No.
Okay. So this is something free.
Correct.
Okay.
Of course, it will be free for forever. So it's important that service providers and firms get on board, because I'll tell you right at this point in time, we have a number of international and regional firms that are asking us to register on the platform.
Okay. Right.
So to ensure that we have all our firms registered, and then we will start the stage of registering international firms. And the reason that we will do that is that it will enable us to connect our local firms to buyers internationally.
Right. So we're talking about some serious networking that would happen coming out of this.
Correct.
Yes.
You hit the nail on the head.
Yes. Is there a deadline for registration? We know this is free now. It won't be like that forever. So is there a possible deadline at this point?
There's no deadline, but just this March is an important month in terms of the decision making, financial decision making for the country, because just about March, April, the business community will be asked by the Ministry of Finance to submit our wish list for budget, some national budget in September, October.
Right.
So it's an ideal time to register and let us know how many firms, so we'll have an idea of what types of firms are operating in each subsector, what are your challenges, so that we could better advocate on your behalf.
Just before we wrap, I know you said that a report was done. What sort of challenges you saw coming out of that report, in those findings? Because we were also dealing with the pandemic as well, too. So what were some of the unique challenges you saw, that this portal addresses?
Well, one of the core challenges, and this is a common thread across the board, was access to market intelligence.
Okay.
And I'm talking about market research specifically on how to enter a market.
Okay.
So you want to enter the Cuban market. What are the tips that you need to understand about that particular market? And this is exactly what we have addressed in this portal. So we provide you with that information as a services exporter. And we also, because that Dominic, this is an excellent question, because coming out of that report, TTCSI, we are currently in the process of launching a doing business with the World Series.
Wow. Okay.
Whereby we are going to provide services exporters in Trinidad and Tobago, expose them to 28 plus countries, and giving them information, putting them onto experts, industry experts, decision makers in 28 plus markets.
Yeah, I think that's amazing, because you're bringing the information to these service providers, without them having to jump through hoops to get it, information that they may have had to go through a lot of experiences to get. So this portal sounds like it's a really good initiative. Where can persons find more information, whether on social media, a website, or even a contact number or email address?
Sure. So we are on social media. You can check our Facebook page, our LinkedIn, as well as the website, which is www.ttcsi.org. You can reach us at 622-9229, and the email address is marketing@ttcsi.org.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ms. Guyadeen, for taking this time to tell us about this initiative. We really do hope that service providers jump on board now, get registered, and organized to be a part of this amazing networking experience.
Again, thank you for having me.
No problem. We take a short break. When we come back, we have a lot more in store for you. Stay with us.